Hello, my neurospicy lovelies. Welcome back to the channel. If you're returning, welcome to the channel if it's your first time. I have a question for you today. How much time do you take in your day, or do you create for yourself in a day, to really think about how your day went and how you're doing? If you're like me, and like many of us, it's probably not a whole lot of time, or we just forget to do it, or we don't feel like it's important, or whatever it is. We're too busy and life gets in the way. I get it. But it's really important for us to be able to take some time for just ourselves to do exactly that, to kind of reflect on our day and to get in touch with ourselves and who we really are, right? That's our key and our goal here is remembering who we really are. So, a lot of times when we're neurodivergent, especially that ADHD piece, feels like, I don't have time for that. Who has time for that? I'm too busy. I got to go. I got to go on to the next thing. So, today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little mini spread for you, a mini tarot spread that can show you how you can do this for yourself. Just to take a few minutes at the end of your day to reflect. And this is for you whether you have tarot cards or you do not. Either way, you can this is something that you can use in your own life to do exactly this. All right, you with me? You locked in? Let's do it. Okay, my love. So remember, this is a very quick 4 card spread that you can do with cards or without cards for yourself at the end of your day to look at what happened today and how do I feel about it. And here we go. So be thinking about how was your day today in general. How do you feel? So the first card that we're going to turn over is a card representing your day. So let's take a look. Okay, strength. Okay. So something today maybe challenged you to make sure because it first came out reversed and reversals, yeah, I always intuitively decide if I'm going to keep that reversal or not. But strength was kind of the topic for you today somehow. You had to somehow muster up your strength, okay? And if that sounds familiar, or if it doesn't, take a look maybe at your day. And is there any part of your day that you had to muster up some strength? I'm sure. If you're neurodivergent like I am, I'm sure there were times in your day you had to muster up some strength. Let's take a look. And remember, don't judge this. It can just be very simple. It doesn't have to be anything life changing. If the strength was, oh, I got to drag myself out of bed this morning, that's okay too. All right, so let's take a look. That's first thing is your day. The next card we're going to put right above, and this is actually going to be kind of a tree approach. And that's how you remember. How do I put the cards, or how do I lay it out in my journal to think about this? So the bottom part, and you could even draw a tree if you wanted to here and then make the leaves. So here's the trunk of the tree, and that's the base of what we're looking at. Your day was about strength. Let's take a look at the next one. This one is what does spirit want us to learn? What lesson do we have to learn from today's challenge or the day that we had? And so this is saying the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords can be completion, right, of something. And it may be walking away from something. Now, I encourage you too, if you've got your own tarot cards, please, it's fun to be able to look at tarot cards and to be able to memorize what each card means, and that's how most of us start in tarot, right? We just learn what each one means, and that, especially if we're autistic, we like to play by the rules. I'm going to encourage you to, yeah, do that, but then also allow yourself, once you feel comfortable with that, to bring your own intuitive sense to the cards. And that's what I'm kind of demonstrating with you here throughout most of my readings. So the first one is your day. You had to be strong at some point in your day. And what was that like? Maybe it was advocating for yourself. Maybe it was whatever it looked like for you. And then what was the lesson that spirit wanted you to learn? And I want you to think about with this card yourself. What does this card bring up for you? Not so much what does it mean, but what does it bring up for you? For me, it's kind of, looking forward in some ways and saying, okay, this challenge I had today, Okay, it happened. Spirit wants you to look forward. Let it go. You've got guidance. You've got spirit with you, is what these birds represent to me. Someday I'll tell you the story of my intuitive hit and hugely motivating and very moving experience I had after my mom passed with a bird. And I'll save that for another time. But if I forget, leave it in the comments and remind me if you want to hear it. I'll be happy to share it with you. Um, but this is it. So it's we've got our day. That was my ADHD brain. I'm going off on all kinds of tangents, aren't I? Your day. What does spirit want you to learn? What's the lesson? And after you kind of start to consider these things, the next thing I want you to do is pull a card or in your journal, what do you want to keep? And I love this card for what do you want to keep? It's the Seven of Pentacles. It's growing, it's nurturing something, right? You're allowing the seeds you planted to grow and using your love, your energy, and your focus to grow it. So this is what do you want to keep? What do you want to grow out of this spread? And what happened today? And the other thing is you can probably intuit from pattern recognition. What do you want to let go of? Okay. Love this. I love this. An example of intuiting how this feels is something today was a big challenge to me and it took all of my strength to get through it. I don't know if it was a relationship issue, if you had an argument with somebody. I don't see argument in here, but there was some challenge you had. Maybe somebody was just particularly challenging to you today, and I'm feeling that intuitively, right? I'm feeling it. So maybe that's what it is, that you had something or somebody in your life that was a challenge. And yeah, I'm just kind of staying in that for a second. Yeah. And it made you dysregulated, is what I'm hearing. You got off balance, you got off base for sure. Okay. And one of the things that spirit, the lesson that spirit wants you to remember is it's the end of your day. We're not talking about for the future, for forever and ever with that person or what that means now going forward. It means right now for the end of your day. Let it go, right? Just walk away. Know that we're with you. You've got this. We saw what happened. We understand what happened and it was rough, but let it go. Okay, we have a choice to walk away from it. Let's look at the leaves. What do we want to keep? We want to keep maybe nurturing. Maybe it's important to us, whoever this person is, to keep nurturing that relationship if that's something important to you, right? Maybe it means you learned you needed to be strong to nurture yourself in that challenge. Whatever this nurturing is, that's what spirit wants you to keep. Okay? And what does spirit want you to release? We look at the other side here. Spirit wants you to release that sense that I have to control everything all the time. I have to let go of pushing through, maybe. That's part of this. For somebody, that's exactly what this is. See, I'm getting very specific. I'm getting a couple of scenarios here. One is somebody had to be very strong in a situation that they were presented with that was very challenging for them and their neurodivergent self. Very, very difficult. And you maybe didn't like the way you had to handle it, but you knew you had to be strong and at least you did that part, right? Spirit saying, okay, let go of that now. Nurture yourself through this and let go of pushing through in the future. Let go of jeopardizing your own strength and your own self and well-being. Nurture yourself and let go of that part that says I can't take care of myself. Being strong means pushing through. No, spirit's challenging you on that one. Let go of that part. Walk away. Nurture yourself, right? Now, there's another situation here that's coming up that I'm feeling intuitively, really specifically, that somebody here had a challenge with another person where they had to totally be strong, whether it's keeping your boundaries, whether it was not pushing forward with an argument because it was just going to be not good for you. Great. Spirit saying, let it go, walk away. Let it go. It's the end of the day. If it was your partner and you're in bed together right now watching this, let it go. Don't go to bed mad, right? Let it go. It's okay. Obviously, we have to use our own judgment in this for yourself. I'm not asking you to do anything that's not safe for you. But if it's just a typical day thing, right? Let it go. Nurture yourself, nurture the relationship if that's important to you, and maybe not try to control it anymore or worry about it tonight or push through and do anything about it for the rest of your day. And maybe that can be guidance going forward. Not sure. But this is how it's, and again, this is an example of a reading. It's not your necessarily if it's not your reading exactly. The point is, this is how you can tune into yourself at the end of the day. It's a great little exercise, I think. So I'm hoping this is helpful for you. This was a little quickie for you and for us. But I want you to remember how important it is, especially as neurodivergent people, that we do, because we do push through and try to just manage everything all the time. It's exhausting. And also, one of the things that we struggle with, we just know as neurodivergent people, there's studies on and everything, is interoception, being able to look internally at ourselves, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, spiritual, anything like that, that we sometimes forget to do that for ourselves. So this is a practice that you can develop that will help you even throughout your day because it's more mindful in the moment and interoceptive. I hope this helps. Thank you for being here. Please drop a like in the comments and leave a comment if it was helpful for you. So, once again, how was your day? Lesson learned. What do you want to keep? What do you want to let go of? I love you all. Take good care, and I will see you soon.